This FreeCAD video is to clear up some confusion with variant links. There's a link copy on change tracking and the link copy on change enabled. They both work in different ways. So hopefully this video will clear up the confusion and show you how those different states work. Displaying the difference between link copy on change tracking and enabled, we'll start in the part design with a new body, and we'll create a very simple body in here with a new sketch on the XY plane. We'll just use a simple circle that's been padded and also place a pocket with a sketch on top of, again, a circle, and we'll create a pocket with that. And this pocket will also have a polar pattern. Just setting it to 2 at the moment, and we'll rename the body to original body. Let's add a custom property, selecting the body, right click in the data tab and add property. Call the property pocket count, and we'll add it as a property integer. Just delete that, add an integer which is already there. We'll set the value for the time being as 3 and add that. Close the property, rig up the polar pattern, double click on it, come down to occurrences. We'll use the expression editor. I'm going to reference the property by using the double chevrons and typing in original body, followed by a second double chevrons, followed by the dot, and type in pocket count. You'll receive an error saying the result is a cyclic reference. This isn't a true cyclic reference, so it's safe to use our href. Run it with href, and result is 3. Let's hit OK, and OK again. So the polar pattern is rigged up to the body. Change this, say 2. One more thing, we take the pocket count, right click on the name of the field, come down to status, and set to copy on change. We've set up the body and the field. Now let's create a link to the original body. Create 2 of these. The first one we'll rename and set this one to enable link. And we'll create another one. Click on the original body, create another link, rename it, set this one to tracking link. Let's click off so we have our 2 links. The enabled link, we come down to link copy on change and change that one to enabled. And the tracking link, we come down to link copy on change and change that one to tracking. So we can see the pocket count on the tracking link is now in black, and on the enable link, it's the same. Let's transform these. So the enable link, we'll right click and transform. We'll place this one to the right. Hit OK. And we'll do the same with the tracking link. Right click, transform. We'll place this one, let's say, down here. We have the original, enabled, and the tracking. But at the moment, we haven't triggered that copy on change. We haven't changed anything on the links. So by rights, if we go to the original body and change the pocket count to 3, each of these will update. Now, if we go to the enabled link and change the pocket count to 4, you'll see some changes that happened in the properties. Link object has changed and the tip has changed as well. Behind the scenes, a copy is being created, a deep copy. But because this is not tracking, it doesn't track back to the original. So now if I come back to the original body, note we haven't changed anything on the tracking link as of yet. And let's set this back to and click off. Notice the tracking link is updated. That hasn't created a copy yet, but our enable link, you notice that I had to click on that a number of times to go to the parent operation in the tree view. We can just select it from the tree view. That has stayed the same. So this is now independent. If I change this to say 5, it won't affect the original. So let's go back to the tracking link. Notice when I clicked on it, it went straight to it in the tree view. And it's gone to the actual polar pattern at the moment. Let's click on the tracking link. Click off and then click on it again. So the currencies are here now. Now we've got all our linked objects and all our properties in here. So when we change this, free, we had a change. It's created a deep copy. If I click off now, nothing has happened, but you see a tick on the tracking link. This means we need to refresh. This is now an independent copy, deep copy of the body, but we have tracking in there. That means when I change the original body, pocket count here is 2. So that's changed this to something like 10 and click off. Notice the body is updated and the tracked link has, but on the left, we have a tick saying that the tracked link needs refreshing. What happens now is that FreeCAD has remembered the state of that tracked link and it's reinstated that state. So if I change the original body again, let's set this to 2 and click off. This one has changed. We have a tick. We just hit refresh and the state has been remembered. Note the enabled link is sitting there quite happy with its changes. Nothing has affected that yet. Now watch the tracking link. If I change the original body, we can see that it's highlighted in bold, active. I'll click on the top and create sketch upon here. Very simple sketch of a circle and close. We see the sketch has been added, and also we see the sketch on the tracking link as well. And there's a check by the side of this again. I'm not going to refresh yet. I'm going to take that sketch and run an operation. Let's use a pad. It's been reflected in the tracked version, not been reflected on the enabled version. Let's hit OK. And it's disappeared. Notice there's a check mark by the tracked link. I hit refresh. It's still got a check mark there, but you can see the change has been pushed through. I hit refresh again. It's remembered the last state of free and also added the changes from the original. If I wanted the enabled link to update, I would have to come over to the left-hand side, find the enable link, click on it, and then right-click, and then refresh configuration object. It's remembered its state, but also added the changes original. So that's how the copy on change for tracking and enable works. It sounds a bit complicated and you can get easily lost because when we click one of these objects, we actually see the last operation. Look at the data tab. You can see that we're dealing now with the pad. So if I select the enable link here and click this one, I'll click it again, moving up the tree, and once more, we get to the tracking link. So it's always best to select them from the tree view because this can be a bit confusing. So I hope you enjoyed that video and look forward to seeing you in the next one. If you like what you see and you want to donate to the channel, then you can do so via Ko-Fi or Coffee at ko-fi.com/MANG0 or via PayPal at paypal.com/paypalme/DarrenBEstone. I also run a Patreon where you can get early access and additional content, and that's at patreon.com/MangoJellySolutions. Links can be found in the channel header, on the About page, or in the descriptions of these videos. I thank everybody that's donated so far. It really helps to keep the lights on so I can produce more content and also expand the channel. Thank you for liking, commenting and subscribing to these videos, and I hope to see you again in the next one.